So let me tell you about one of the coolest actors in the film industry, and his name is Jeff Bridges. So I worked on this movie with Jeff, and Kate Mara was in it, so was Justin Timberlake. And so we shot it in this small town in Louisiana called Hammond, which is really like a really small college town. And so when you shoot in a small town, you have to house these big names, but there is no, Waldorf. There is no W Hotel. There isn't like a big hotel that has just the suite that you can put A-list actors in. So what you have to do is find private housing. So you go find, 5-10 housing options, you take pictures, and then you send them to the actor and they approve. And it's according to all these specs, like it's got to have this many rooms, it's got to have this, it's got to have a big kitchen. Sam Jackson, always wants a house that's on a golf course, right? So there are all these specifications in the actor's rider that you need to accommodate when you are providing them with housing options. So on the Friday before we started shooting this movie, we were looking at a top-down map and figuring out the logistics of getting Jeff and the other actors to set. And we saw something terrifying right next to Jeff's house, which was a set of commercial railroad tracks. How often is this train coming by? Is it like once a day at noon when Jeff's working? And the answer is, of course, all night long, every hour or two, a train was going to drive by Jeff's house. So this is a total disaster. This is going to completely ruin his ability to sleep, and it's going to be a complete nightmare. So hat in hand, we took a bunch of backup options to Jeff's assistant and laid them out there, and basically were like, we're so sorry, this is totally our fault. If Jeff could please consider these alternate options. We're just limited. We're out in the middle of nowhere, and there aren't that many, options, right? So, would Jeff accept any of these? And then we sat back and we waited for all this to blow up. His agent, his manager, a hitman to come kill us all. And we got a call back from his assistant like 5 minutes later. And his assistant said, Jeff's totally fine with it. And we were like, what? And we were like, no, this train is coming by all night long. He's not going to be able to sleep. And his assistant was like, look, Jeff just sees it as a part of the process, a part of the journey of filming this movie, and he's totally fine. And, look, there may have been some people who committed to that and then complained the whole movie. We never heard a peep out of Jeff. Never once, never asked to move. He was a total gentleman and made it work and never complained. And that's just one of like 50 stories I have about how awesome Jeff Bridges is. Let me know if you want to hear another.